Well, hey there guys. So I am back with a little makeup playtime today and a tiny little haul. So as you can tell, this is going to be another Viseart video. Another video dedicated to the brand Viseart and their wonderful shadows. So recently they introduced their little Petite mattes collection, which is basically their mattes from the, I don't remember, they come in the plastic ones and they're $80, and then they're the 2-gram pans. So those are their sort of matte palettes, their standard ones. And then they created these little guys. These are the Petite mattes, so they just shrunk those ones down to half the size and half the price. And these are the same size as the Edit palettes. So this is the Paris Edit palette. And these are the 1-gram pans, so they're the little pans. And I decided to pick up the Petite Mattes Cool because I love this, I love this just cool matte motif. If I do end up liking this and using this, I'm going to think about getting the Editorial Brights because they also did that. They did, I think they did 6 of their palettes of all matte shades. So pretty excited that they're doing these in a new form. Picked this up about a week ago and I got here pretty fast. I ordered it from the Viseart website. I am part of their Maven program. I signed up, I think, over the holidays for 20% off. I think if you do it now, you can get 15% off, but either way, it's a pretty good discount and this is already making it pretty affordable. So this is the actual palette here. You can see Petite Mattes Cool, and then the shade names are all on the back here. I love the names: Fog, Sky, Bluebills, Lupine. So nice. And then you have this guy right here. We'll just take the plastic off of it. And this is the Cool Mattes. I think it looks so beautiful. So what I usually do with these is, well, let's actually take this off first because that's super satisfying. So what I usually do with these types of palettes is I take them out of the pans and I have a little labeling system. I write the name, the palette, and the brand, obviously, so I know where these all go. And then once I do that, I have some plans because I also picked up the blank, or the empty, Viseart magnetic palettes. So this is normally $20 on their website. Since I have 20% off, it was $16, so I added it to my order. And again, it's kind of your standard Viseart packaging for the cardboard packaging. It mimics the Edit palettes and the Etoile palettes and the Petit Pro palettes and all of those. So and then you open it up and again you have a nice little mirror, and then you have a little magnetic palette right here. So again, let's just take the plastic off because that is super satisfying. And then what I want to do once I get all of these labeled is I'm going to take these are the Petit Pro Un, Deux, and Trois, the Paris Edit, and then I also have the Petit Pro Paris Etoile. And I'm going to put these, I've already labeled these ones and this one, and I'm going to put these in here. Hopefully they'll fit, but I'm going to put them in here not by color story, but by color. So try to organize them by color, maybe by matte, maybe by shimmer, but mostly just in sort of a rainbow so I can see what I have. And that's kind of what I love about these Viseart packagings in this style is that they are very versatile. You know, you pop them out, rearrange them, and then they're so easy for travel. I'm hoping that I will be able to travel at some point this year. So while I am labeling this and putting them all in here, I'm gonna be eating some chocolate. I got this in a box that I get, and I thought it was appropriate since this is Viseart Paris, and also because the little skyline on there looks a lot like the one on the Viseart Paris Etoile packaging. So just gonna eat some dark chocolate with sea salt crystals and have some fun with makeup. here is my depotted Petite Mattes Cool. I think as you can see, these are pretty easy to pop out, except when they aren't. I think sometimes with these 12 pan palettes, they get a little bit misshapen, because I noticed with the Paris Edit, you kind of have some like where they're kind of like in sideways. So I don't notice that with the Petit Pros so much, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just squeezing that middle thing in there, but that middle row. But anyway, no damage, just got a few like tiny little fingernail digs, but nothing serious, so that worked out pretty well. I'm really excited to try these, especially these two right here look so pretty. This is Sky and this is Bluebells. So we're gonna take this one, and it's super pretty, and yes, eyeshadow is everywhere. We're gonna take that and put it over here, and then we're gonna pull out the, let's see, what are we gonna do next? I think just to save myself some stress, I'm gonna go with the Petit Pro Un for now, and I've been using these palettes quite a bit. I'm just gonna pop these out, and these ones are already labeled, so as you can see, I've already labeled them. So I'm just gonna put these up here in sort of the color story and see how they fit. And these Petit Pros are one row of mattes and one row of shimmers. Just don't get the mattes in the shimmers. Petit Pro Deux. Petit Pro Trois. Then we're gonna see if we can fit in the Paris Edit. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 27 mattes, and then we have this one matte with glitter. I'm not sure what to do with it. It's basically a matte, so we could stay up there. And then we have all of our varying shimmer finishes here. So these kind of range from like soft satin to a very chunky, flaky, and then metallic kind of. But I'll put these kind of in some kind of order. So then we're going to go into the Petit Pro Etoile. And I'm going to take the mattes out of here. And if you're wondering what this is, it's just a hair tool, like a hair accessory that I got a really long time ago. So It's probably not sterile, but nobody else is going to be using this palette but me, so. Don't do it if you're actually a makeup artist, but since I'm not, here we are. These are all just kind of different tones of neutral, brown, warm, cool, and then these are more of the colors over here. So I'm just trying to figure out, I want to keep these more colorful ones together. I want to keep all my blues together. Looks like you have enough rows for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of these 9 1-gram pan shadows. So you're not going to get another row in here, it's too snug. So I've just divided them into mattes and shimmers with some little bit of a rainbow or gradient color story going on. This one I'm just like, I don't know what to do with it, but maybe I'll just move this one. Okay. So I don't really have any other shimmers in this sort of color. I'm going to keep these from the Etoile. I'm going to keep this one, this taupey one, and this black with blue shimmer. I'm going to keep those in the palette, and I love this palette, so I'm definitely going to make that like my travel palette. But I think I have a good idea now of what I have, and I'll be able to play a little bit more with the colors that I have. And I'm excited. How about you? And then I left the screen down so that I can keep that clean. As you can see, there's a lot of eyeshadow everywhere, so very nice. So now that I know how many this fits, if I choose to get any more of the Petit Pros or the Petite mattes, I will be able to know that I will need another one of these. And just as a size, this is one of the mid-size Z palettes, so you can see it in contrast to what a mid-size Z palette is. I think this is mid-size. It's either mid or small. Maybe it's a small size. Anyway, it fits, I think this would fit 15 26-gram pans, round pans. So that is So I'm gonna try and clean some of this up, but this was a lot of fun. I enjoy just doing things like it calms me. Like, I don't know, it's meditative and it's fun and I like it. So I'm glad I got my order in. I'm glad I got the Petite mats cool, and I'm glad I'm able to just finally organize and play with my Viseart well, I mean, they're palettes, but they're also singles. That's what I like about them, is that they're versatile. And I heard that they are bringing back the Petit Pro Chou this year, hopefully. So that is like one of the Petit Pros that came out like a year or two ago. It's pink and silver, and it's really pretty. A lot of people like it, so I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else Viseart brings out, if they're going to bring out any more of their midi size, their Petit Fours, or their what are these called, Etoile. That would be great. But for now, I'll just keep all my Viseart palettes in a nice little box over here. So this is normally where I keep all of my Viseart palettes. I have my Lorac Pro and a couple of e.l.f. quads. These are my Petit Fours, and these are all of my Etoile. This is Kai Love, formerly Musée Beauty, just because it's so pretty and classic. And so I just put these all in here. This is a little just Chanel box that I have, and these are all empty now, so and room for more, so that's awesome. And then we have our large pan ready to go, and nice and pretty eyeshadow all over already, and some finger marks, but that's just what makes it mine. So hope you enjoyed this and you found it informative or meditative or just interesting, relaxing, whatever. And thank you so much for watching. Check out my channel. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of those things. Any of those would be welcome, and all of them would be appreciated. I think I screw that up every time I say it, but nonetheless, it remains the same. Get yourself some good Parisian chocolate and have a good night, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.